What is going on, everybody? This is Tommacdonald God Mode. I've heard this song already, but I was like, I'm going to do a review because somebody requested it. Now, before I start this video, I did promote my Heart to Hearts merch, but I'm taking it down. I'm going to work on some better designs and just more quality. So if you're wondering why the link ain't working now, it's because I removed it. But in the future, when I get it to the way I want it, I will let you guys know. Also, it's because my dumb self used Canva, thinking like, oh, I can make designs on Canva, which you can use Canva, but I think I need to do a lot more research related to the rules of how to do it. Because I was seeing people say like, if you did this with Canva, then you need to look into the rights of this and this and this. And so I was just like, I'm gonna pull this down and just wait to do it correctly. You know, luckily nobody bought anything. So we're good on that end, but just wanted to give an update of why the store is no longer available. And let's get right into it.
I've been hearing that they think my political music is boring. Tell them I'm sorry. I've been rapping about things that I feel are important.
Do what you want to do. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing about people is like, they like to see you do one thing, and then when you do another, it's like, why are you doing that, bro? Go back to what you used to do. And it's like, no, I want to do what I want to do because it makes me happy. You have to do what you want to do that makes you happy. You can't live for people. You have to make your own decisions in life that make you happy. You know what I mean? Everybody has a purpose, and you can't get mad with how they live and follow that purpose. You feel me? If that makes any sense to anybody that's hearing that, because I feel like people are so quick to just want to control others on what they do with their lives instead of focusing on themselves. And Tom has definitely experienced a lot of that this year, bro. Like, holy crap. I haven't seen this much hate he's gotten in years. For real, bro. Like, it's like once he reached this like new height of success, like all the attacks came everywhere. And I do want to say, like, I've been that person before where like I'm trying to tell somebody what they should be doing or what they shouldn't be doing. Like, bro, I remember YouTube videos where I would see like artists that seemed like they were clout chasing. I'd be like, this is clout chasing, or this person is trying to ride a wave, or blah, blah, blah. And it's like, who cares what they're doing? Let them live their life. Like, if they're clout chasing or doing whatever, that ain't my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, let people live their life and focus on yourself. And I'm not calling Tom a clout chaser. I was just giving an example of like how I used to be like so judgmental in my videos, bro. And even hypocritical, because I've clout chased before. I've followed the algorithm. I've talked about what was popular.
I can talk about how rich I am, all these little rappers that I'm bigger than. I could show you the impact addiction had, how the liquor turned me to a different man.
Dang. He said I could tell you how rich I am, how I'm bigger than these little rappers, to also what type of man he was with addiction. Like, I could really just go off, is what he's saying, which that's ego. You know what I mean? Like, because your ego is just like, yes, respond, attack back. God handles your battles, bro. You have nothing to worry about. When you're getting attacked left and right, you're about to get a huge blessing. And I will say, if anybody's attacking anybody, it's because they got something going on in their own life, or they just have a lot of hate in their heart, you know? That's what it really comes down to. Like, God is so important because when your heart gets lost, you just take out all your anger on people. And you don't live your own life. You focus on everybody else. So, seeing Tom go through what he's been going through, man, and still stand tall and not let it break him down, he's strong, bro. That man got courage. For real.
I'm not the kid who was visiting Disneyland. I'm not a perfect Christian, have a sinner's past, but I sobered up, prescriptions hit the trash. Now I'm sitting back with 50 billboard plaques, $20 million and a million fans.
Not a perfect Christian, I sobered up, got plaques on plaques, streams on streams. That's flexing, but he's showing like where he was to where he is now. So he's telling a story. Like, you know, one thing about this, it's 8 minutes long, and this man is painting you a story, bro. Like, that is awesome. And he's on a bike. This man's in the middle of nowhere on his journey right now.
Middle fingers flipping, I can't flip them back. I'm so into
Middle fingers flipping, I can't flip them back.
independent so they get the message. I've been spitting facts, I'm not a fiction fan.
I'm so independent so they can get the message. I'm not fiction. Hold on. I'm not going to even rewind that because I don't want to continuously rewind, but I get the message. He's like, I speak truth, not fiction, and I'm so independent. Just telling you everything that is Tommacdonald and saying I spread the truth. People don't like how he's spreading truth and attacking him for it. And, you know, you've seen so many videos of people really just like trying to make him look as if he doesn't really believe in what he's doing. And it's all these things. And it's wild, bro. Like, because it's so easy to believe what people say, you know what I mean, on the internet. Like, when people start trying to come at you heavily and ruin your image and destroy everything you work for, you gotta have strength, bro, and you gotta persevere. And that's one thing about drama culture and content creators that make content like that. It's like, you don't even think about the impact you're having on people's livelihoods, all those things. Like, when I look back at the content I made in life, like drama content or gossip content, I mean, you know, I really look back at like, that was just stupid. That type of content was not positive. That type of content was worldly. I'm happy, like, you know, what I built with people that have stuck around, but like, when you just look at like how popular content is with negativity, it's just like it's crazy. You know what I mean? And the same thing with music and everything else that's negative, like diss tracks and controversy that sells. Like, it's all a business, but the overall positivity aspect needs to come back in America. Like, it's better to have positivity in this life than negativity.
I am the truth, I am the GOAT, I am the proof. You can reach every one of your goals. You can be too drunk, way too high, but it's never too late to have hope. I am the one, I'm gonna preach. You can reach every one of your dreams. You can be up against the whole entire world, and you can beat them if you just believe.
Ooh, you can just beat them if you believe. You can overcome alcohol. You can overcome enemies. Because if you believe in God, bro, that's how I'm taking it. I know his relationship's probably different, but how I'm taking it, you believe in God, he's got you all the way, bro. Like, that was awesome, bro.
They've been saying I'm Illuminati and I'm going to hell. They're desperately searching for any excuse to explain why I've done what they can't do themselves. The only way they can make sense of my famous claim I worship Satan and labels of health. I don't have an advantage, it's natural talent. Your ego is damaged, admit that you failed.
Your ego is damaged, just admit that you failed. Which I can feel that, bro, because that man has been depicted more than anybody on the internet, bro. Holy crap. Judging him for being a Canadian and being pro-American, judging his tattoos, judging old music videos, old songs, being rich, that he's in the Illuminati, that he sold his soul, that he's this, that he's that. Like, bro, like, so many people want to figure him out so much. This man went years and years into promoting his brand, Hangover Gang. CDs, bro. Selling CDs when, like, nobody was selling CDs. Was never putting his music on streaming. Ever. It was barely happening. He focused on YouTube and he focused on selling CDs to show you that you can really hustle in this music game. And he would tell people, be independent. You don't have to have millions of dollars to make music videos. You can have just one person, which is Nova.
Yeah, we work so closely together. You know, it's hard to even like go back and look at a video and be like, oh, this part was my idea and this part was your idea.
It's a pretty collaborative effort, like, a lot of the time, because we make, like, well, Nova makes mood boards and we come up with color palettes and have different ideas and stuff. A lot of the time, like, Nova just has like an eye for the camera.
And you can also be yourself making your own beats.
What advice? Okay, so beat selection, super important to rappers, to any musician. Beat selection is paramount. For me, here's the thing. This is the ultimate hack. You don't have to worry about picking beats or finding producers, or you don't have to worry about any of that if you learn how to make your own beats. And making your own beats is part of controlling your projects and your art and your creations. So my best advice in regards to beats would be to don't buy them from people. Don't rip them off of YouTube or anything like that. Learn how to make your own beats. then you don't have to worry about selecting the right beat for the right song. You can just create exactly what you want, tailor-made for yourself every single time. And you don't have to do business with a bunch of other people, a bunch of other producers and stuff. You can make your own beats and you can control your product 100%. And that's so important. So that's my best advice.
You can make your own websites, which he has, and now Kanye's trying to make his own website with leaving streaming services because he sees there's more money being truly independent.
Fanatics, he or she that is in charge of this fan account discloses conversations that they had with Kanye West via DMs. Now, these have all been confirmed, and the screenshot reads as follows. Was talking with the team, this is Kanye West, I was talking with the team about how to release the next album. Like James Blake said, streaming devalues our music. We covered that story last week. We sell albums on Yeezy.com. I got 20 million Instagram followers. When 5% of my followers buy an album, that's 1 million albums sold. That's 300K more than the biggest album last year.
You can also go back to when Tommacdonald talked about how the music industry was robbing him from his #1 spot with like Nicki Minaj and Drake. There was like this whole weird multiple releases of like instrumentals and songs and just whatever they were doing in the music industry. It was just to continuously roll out music while Tom is competing against all of the artists on the streaming services. And there was a video I made about this like 2 years ago, and he goes into detail about like how they were robbing him. And so when you hear people say like he sold his soul, bro, if he sold his soul, wouldn't he have always been #1 from the jump? Like, wouldn't he have always been crushing it and not being played with by the iTunes charts? Like, I'm just like being honest, dog. That's just weird to me how people are just all of a sudden saying all this stuff. Like, why didn't y'all say this from the beginning? Why now?
Dear Slim was at #2 on the iTunes charts, and today it got knocked out by Nicki Minaj, Drake, and Lil Wayne. But when you check the reviews on their song, there's no reviews rating, and there's no star rating. Every single song on the charts has a star rating, a popularity bar, and reviews. So something really sketchy is going on.
Nicki Minaj featuring Drake and Lil Wayne, Seeing Green. It has no popularity rating, no star rating, and no reviews.
So what's the explanation for that? My song outperforms the major label artist and takes the #2 spot on the iTunes charts. A day later, they release a clean version of the song and it skyrockets to the top of the charts with no popularity rating and no reviews. I don't know if anybody's been watching the iTunes charts today, but you can't make this up, man. So Dear Slim finally hit #2 above Nicki, Wayne, and Drake. And then they dropped the instrumental. I don't care what anybody says.
He would talk about competing with Taylor Swift and saying, let's get #1 past Taylor Swift. Like, let's not let these music industry artists surpass independent artists. Like, bro, he would always talk about independent all the time, every day, still does.
Morgan Wallen, get the fuck out of here. Taylor Swift, is that, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Is that Miley Cyrus? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, everybody that was in the top 5 on the iTunes charts, get the fuck out of here. Because Tommacdonald and all of us Hangover Gang homies are #1 on the iTunes chart. We fucking did it. Thank you guys so much. If we can hang on to this #1 in all genres spot on iTunes until Thursday, that will guarantee us a #1 on Billboard. And here's the groundbreaking record-setting part. If we do that, Dirty Money will be our 3rd #1 in a row on Billboard.
There's just been so much independent epicness that he's done and helped a lot of people by making a blueprint when it comes to selling CDs. Now everybody's selling CDs, how to create your own websites, not telling you exactly how to create it, but if you just study and pay attention to how he repetitively moves, you can learn that format. People get annoyed by how heavily he promotes stuff, but he does that to get you to remember when he's dropping a music video. He does that to get you to remember when he's dropping his merchandise, telling you how to do all this without even having to tell you. If you just watch his content, you'll know the blueprint. Like, bro, it's just wild to be like, yo, this man's a sellout with how hard he's been working for years, that you see he's been working hard for years, you know? And people are going to say you're being biased. People are going to say you're kissing his butt, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not. I'm just being honest, bro. Like, to say a sellout to me is doing nothing. Like, The machine does it all for you. You don't even see people in the music industry being so engaged with live streams. Like he'll be on live streams and promote his music, promote his albums. Then you'll have people see him on his Instagram, on his TikTok, on his Twitter, on his YouTube. People that are in the industry, bro, that are like sellouts, don't do that. There is no way, in my opinion, this man sold his soul. In my opinion, just because of what I've seen. I could be wrong. I don't know him in real life. But if you're going to go off and just judging somebody and depicting somebody, that's corny. Let me go back, though.
Ego was damaged, admit that you failed. I remember back when I was the only political rapper. What the hell happened? All of a sudden, everyone who never gave a damn got political and started rapping. Tragic, I should be flattered. Man, I created the genre, they practically jacked it. Acting like they're in the conversation, they ain't nowhere near it on a different planet.
Wow. So now he's throwing shots at all the political artists who all of a sudden want to start doing politics when they weren't doing it in the beginning. So he's, I guess, calling out grifters, you would say. You know what's interesting about that, man? Is when it comes to purpose, bro, sometimes it takes a long time for people to find their purpose. And so you're just doing trends. You're trying to make it. You're trying to be somebody. You're trying to make a living for yourself. But you'll never truly be happy if you're doing it for the dollar, bro. I'm just going to say that right now. You will not. Or for fame, whatever it may be, it has to be something you love. So if you're doing that, bro, like self-reflect on what you truly want to do with your life. And if you don't know, you need to ask God what your purpose is, and he will guide you. When you do something you truly love, it's going to shine, bro. It's going to go crazy. I think you see a lot of people in life that see success and they're like, I want that. And it's going so crazy for them. And I try it and it ain't going crazy for me. It's because it's not your purpose. Your purpose is going to go crazy. When you're not doing what you are supposed to do, it's not going to go that crazy. That's why Tom, I think, gets so much hate. People question the levels he's at because they don't understand how they can't get there while they're trying to do what he's doing. It's because it's not for them. It's not meant for them. It's not their purpose.
This is not YouTube, this is upper echelon. President of Sony on my telephone. I get what I want, how I want, when I want, until the day that I'm dead and gone. The internet in love with beef, they want rappers at war. But I don't care who's coming at me, I swore that I wouldn't do this no more.
They do want to build up rap use because rap has died. It's good business, but it's not good for every artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, it hurts a lot of careers, and him saying Mac Lethal had literally got a divorce, and it gave him a lot of guilt because it's like, man, I didn't want that to happen to somebody. You know, his career pretty much got torched from me because of my decision in giving into my ego and battling this dude. Like, it shows humility, bro, and that's rare when it comes to being a rapper. Most rappers could care less. But Tom's showing that he does. And also, bro, positivity is really the answer. People can say that's cheesy. People can say that's soft, but it is. And when you walk with God and you start to get closer to him and you realize how important it is to be positive and be kind, you'll understand. Like, you'll realize, like, man, I don't want to be a scumbag. I want to be a good human. And diss tracks are really wrong, bro. Like, they're not helpful. They divide audiences and just make people fight with one another. Like, what's the good in that? It's good business. It may be catchy. There may be creativity when it comes to metaphors and things of that nature, but like, in the reality of it, it just hurts livelihoods and careers. And nobody ever thinks about that at all. It never comes to your mind. But if you're the artist and you ruin a career, you got to live with that for years and be reminded of like how you ruin somebody's life. Like, that's a lot to live with and endure. And then that would also, I feel like, lead people to repentance, because guilt is man, bro, that is not something you want to live with, because it just lives over your mind forever until you decide to, you know, repent. But dang, he's real for that, dog. And this whole beef that everybody's been trying to create, it's really been random, bro. Like, I don't understand why Tom is even getting brought into the conversation of rap beef. You know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense. All the smear campaigns, like, all of it's just, like, stupid. And when I'm seeing all these comments where they're like, man, I really never liked this music anyways, or I'm not a fan anymore, or blah, 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 it's like, bro, you're just saying stuff to say stuff, bro. You know you still listening to his music on the down low. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. You know, like, when I see stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, all right. You're still on his Instagram, though, to comment that? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. I ain't judging nobody, though, because I know that, like, people get so invested in the music and people pick sides because they're so invested with artists, and, like, that's just what happens. But that's idolization. You don't want to get invested into music where you're idolizing people. And yes, I've been biased. I've been a person that's idolized artists before, like, all that stuff. But when you realize, like, holy crap, I'm a super fan, bro. I need to chill. This is just music. Like, I don't even know these people in real life. It makes you think about it, bro. Like, you're like, yo, this is goofy. This is silly. And I think a lot of people don't think about that at all, bro. Like, you're just so locked into your favorite artists and, in a way, look at them as, like, your idol. Like, you're seeing how great their life is and how they work so hard, and you want to be just like them. Like, nah, you want to follow God, bro. You want him to be your idol. He's the only idol that you should have. You know what I'm saying? I can't force that on nobody, but I'm just being real. Like, he'll keep you humble. He will keep you respectable. You know, he'll keep you living by his word, like being truthful, being everything.
Last time I battled the man that I trampled, lost his career and then had a divorce. That wasn't fair. Homie got torched. I feel the weight like I'm carrying around a corpse. Still no deal, still no team, still just little old me. Still making fun of the whole industry, still rap on my own beats. I'm the only multi-millionaire in my family tree.
Respect.
I keep hearing rumors that my parents rich and that's how I got in the lead. That's a big L-I-E. If you want to know the truth, I guess I can show you why I move like this. Let me take you back into my head, tell you about the movie I live. Former alcoholic, nothing in my wallet. Every doctor said that I was depressed. Should be in a coffin or inside a cardboard box and addicted to meth. I was sleeping on my best friend couch, always dreaming of a West End house. We was living in a basement, sweet east side, praying we'd get out.
Ooh, now he's talking about a testimony, bro. Like the struggles in and out of cribs, police, alcohol, wrong decisions, wrong choices. Telling you the story before you knew Tommacdonald.
Motorcycles on the front lawn, bunch of crackheads in the alley. Open up my bedroom window and tell them there's empty bottles they can have. Cops at the door, I couldn't sleep, making up noodles to eat for a week. I couldn't stop.
Yo, I know the struggle of ramen noodles, and I still be eating ramen noodles. Ramen noodles are fire.
I make the food I was making if I wasn't high, so I always had weed. Leaving the crib and the neighbors are tripping. I flip them the bird, I ain't stopping to talk. They leaving us notes on the passenger window, cause we always park in the whip in they spot. 10 in the morning, we sipping on 40s and taking the Honda Civic up the block. Looking for one of my homies who living on the street, cause he got addicted to rocks. Waiting in line at church, they giving out food. I would pull up every second Sunday, get some hard-boiled eggs and juice. That was the move.
Facts. I used to get the cinnamon rolls, bro. And me and my brother used to sneak out and just eat snacks, bro. We were goofy, bro. Looking back, man, like I used to just always want to eat snacks at the church, bro. Which now I'm gonna be going to church, and it's been a while since I've been to church, but like the orange juice and like cinnamon rolls, the bomb, bro.
I was a broke boy, then I blew up. I was suicidal, yeah, the mood sucked. Now I've been rich, I done made hits. I've been praying, I don't screw it up.
Yeah, you don't want to screw it up because you remember what your life was like. It was terrible. That's why you got to stay humble and like appreciate every blessing and really try to not mess that stuff up, because you may only have one opportunity in life to be at this type of level, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a blessing to be able to be in certain positions versus everybody else, and being a humble person on top of that, like, because it corrupts people so easily when it comes to fame, when it comes to wealth, when it comes to just, you know, levels and ego and all that. So, you know, hearing his past to now him telling where he is today and praying he don't mess it up, like, yeah, That's fire right there, bro.
Now that I've blown up, they're mad that I've grown up. They missing my old stuff. They say my political music's all sounding the same and the flows suck. I'm never gonna be the old Tom or recapture the magic of old songs. I don't know, Tom. You the GOAT, Tom. Give me what I want or I will go, Tom. Shut up! I'm not the guy that you fell in love with, always getting drunk, taking hella drugs, living in the ghetto, no food for a month. Couldn't pay the power bill, the shower filled with towels, mold, and hella bugs. That was the old Tom. That was broke Tom. Stop saying you miss who I was. Now you can give me all the Gucci, give me all the Louis, give me everything I want at once. Give me Lamborghinis, give me all my flowers, give you everything I have just to be loved. Now they call me racist and they say I'm canceled.
I'm not the guy you fell in love with back when I was young and dumb, always getting drunk, taking hella drugs, living in the ghetto, no food for a month, couldn't pay the power bill, the shower filled with towels, mold and hella bugs. That was the old Tom. That was the broke Tom. Stop saying you miss who I was. So you hear his story of just going through the worst experiences of all time, surrounded by roaches and bugs, living in the ghetto, drugs and alcohol. He couldn't pay the power bill, towels filled with mold. Like, he went through it, and he's like, man, stop wishing for the old me, bro, because I ain't that Tom no more. That's not me, and I don't want to ever have to go through that again. That's why I work so hard and keep on grinding, keep on hustling. Now you can give me all the Gucci, give me all the Louis, give me everything I wanted once. Give me Lamborghinis, give me all my flowers. Gave you everything I have to show me love. Now they call me racist and they say I'm canceled. So now that he's elevated, he's getting called racist. He's getting canceled and people are turning against him. And he feels that with everything he's experienced and all the hard work he's done, he should get all the Gucci. He should get all the Louis, which he wanted once in his life. And he says, give me Lamborghinis, give me all my flowers, gave you everything I have to show me love. So that's more of like the ego talking like, man, give me all this. I went through all this hard time. I went through so much experience of life. I deserve this. Like, that's the ego. But the overall message is just basically like, man, I'm not going back to the struggle, bro. And also, I gave y'all everything to show me love. Like, why are y'all now turning y'all's backs against me? Like, this is crazy. Y'all trying to cancel me. Y'all call me racist. Like, what is happening? And you know, they always say, like, when you're going through elevation, you're going to go through so much, like, trial and tribulation, like bull crap left and right. And you're just going to get punched left and right in the face. And people are just going to become your enemies, you know? Like, it's crazy. That's some real stuff, bro. If y'all read the Bible, like, you'll know, bro. Like, you got to walk with God at all times. And he's got to be your armor of protection because it's a battle in this life, in this world, you know? Like, this is so dope of Tom to really just break all this down of what he's experiencing or what he has experienced and giving you his story. Or you could even say testimony, you know, like the trials of being very, very broke. And for a man who's independent, right, being at the level he is, it's wild that even as an independent artist, if you get to the same level as like an industry artist, you're a sellout, you're a fraud. You know what I mean? Like, people have that stigma of like, people that are signed, you're a fraud, you're a sellout. If you're at this certain level, like, you sold your soul, blah, blah, blah. But then even as an independent artist, you're a sellout, you're a fraud because you're at the same level as these industry artists. Like, that's so wild. That is so wild when you see that in real time. Like, that's the reality of the world. Like, the world don't want to see you win. They want to see you fail. They want to see you fall. But when it comes down to Tom, it's like he's standing on business. That man is not afraid. He's fearless. He got courage. You know, I don't know his relationship with God, but I will say one thing God wants us all to have is courage and strength.
Tommacdonald, what do you have to say about your video views being fake?
I'm honestly so flattered that I'm getting so many more views than everybody else, and I'm so much more successful than everyone else out there trying to do this, that they have to make up things like Tom's in the Illuminati and his views are fake because it's the only thing that makes them feel more comfortable about not being able to do as well as I am. Truly flattered.
Valid, valid, valid. Also, for the record, I would never let Tom spend money on views because I would like to spend money on snacks. Okay, that just reminded me of like the Illuminati shit. Can I just say once and for all, my last name is not Rockafeller. My last name is Paholic.
You're the fucking idiot that chose that rap name.
It was hilarious. You have to admit, I had like the best rap name like 10 years ago when I was poor because we were all broke. My album was called Insufficient Funds. It was funny as crap. No, it wasn't funny. Were you judging me?
I don't know. I think that there's a lot less people laughing and a lot more people
thinking I'm a fucking dragon.
Illuminati, so I don't know.
But they always say that, like, we're not allowed to talk about politics, because...
First of all, I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. If I decide to making every song about fucking politics in Dubai, I will fucking do that if I want to. Second of all,
you would never do that much research.
That's true. I've lived in this fucking country for like 10 years. Yes. I fucking pay my taxes here. I can say what the fuck I want. Shut your fucking mouth. When I walk out my front door, I walk out my front door into fucking America. I'm dealing with American fucking problems, American issues. I watch the American news because I live in America, and I have so for like 10 years.
Yep.
Shut the fuck up.
I have been here for 12 years, so I'm more American than Tom. Oh, America.
They call me racist and they say I'm canceled, but I guarantee you that there will be blood. I ain't going nowhere, I ain't stopping nothing. I'ma really go there, I don't give a... I'm the best thing going right now, they can't mess with me.
Yeah, just going off on all the haters on this song, bro. Sheesh. And he's got like such a cool visual shot right here on the top of a mountain, bro.
I've been up, I've been down, I climbed out my grave, I've been great. Way before today, and I'll be great till I decide to walk away. And I'm the one you have to thank for every independent artist getting Billboard plaques. I showed everybody how to beat the record labels, and still I don't get no thank. I mean, they dress like me, sign CDs, no one is buying their music. I'm the blueprint for these YouTube kids. Every single little view you get, every time you get an iTunes check, you just imitate what I do best. I'm on Fox News, I'm on Rolling Stone, in the New York Times, on the radio. Got 1 billion views, Millie on the gram. You still paying to be verified, man. I am the reason that Billboard removed all the digital sales charts off their website. I was outperforming label artists, and executives pressured them to hit the red light. Universal, Warner Music, Sony, CEOs wanted me dead, but they ain't never gonna really kill me. They just canceled the digital charts instead.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP!
Oh my gosh, bro. He said, I'm the blueprint for these YouTube kids. Every single little view you get, every time you get an iTunes check, you just imitate what I do best. I'm on Fox News, I'm on Rolling Stone, on the New York Times, on the radio, got 1 million views, Millie on the gram. You still waiting to be verified, man. Ooh! Ooh! That was nasty, bro. And then also when he says, and I'm the one you have to thank for every independent artist getting Billboard plaques. I showed everybody how to beat the record labels, and I still don't get no thanks. Everybody who been hating on me copies every little thing I'm doing. I mean, they dress like me, sign CDs. No one is buying their music. Man, oh man, this dude is just throwing shot after shot. Then when he says, I'm the reason that Billboard removed all the digital sell charts off of their website, I was outperforming label artists and executives, pressured them to hit the red light. Universal, Warner Music, Sony wanted me dead, but they ain't never going to kill me. They'll just cancel the digital charts instead, which is true. Y'all remember The Brave? If you know, you know. Even Tim Pool and all the articles were talking about that, like how they were making history, and then all of a sudden the digital sales were acting funny, you know. They were promoting all these other albums to cover up The Brave and the success of The Brave. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff going on back then. There's like YouTube videos about it.
Billboard, I am hella disappointed in you. Anyway, let's get into the specifics about the charts that were released today. Remember that article I talked about that Billboard released about how incredibly successful our new album was? Check this out. It says, and I quote, Tommacdonald and Adam Calhoun's The Brave bows at #1 on Billboard's top album sales charts, selling 16,000 copies in the US in the week ending March 10th, according to the data collection company. Now, note that they are only referencing digital copies when they're talking about these 16,000 units. It goes on to say this. Elsewhere in the top 10 of top album sales, Dolly Parton's new Run Rose Run starts at #2. One Direction's former #1, 4, re-enters at #3 after a new vinyl release. Now, further down in the article, they reference Dolly Parton and One Direction again. Also, shout out to Dolly Parton. She is a badass and a legend. And my girlfriend Nova loves Nick Jonas, so shout out to One Direction too. Or did Nick Jonas in the Jonas? Whatever, who cares? Anyway, and I quote, of Run Run Rose's 15,500 copies sold, physical sales comprise of 11,500 and digital sales comprise of 4,000. One Direction
who Nick Jonas is not in. One Direction's former number one, 4, returns to top album sales, re-entering at number 3 after a new red vinyl pressing was released exclusively via Urban Outfitters. In total, in the week ending March 10th, 4 sold 9,000 copies. Nearly all from vinyl sales. So they're counting Dolly Parton's physical CD sales, and they're counting One Direction's vinyl sales, but they're refusing to count mine and Adam Calhoun's physical CD sales for the Brave? This is the independent albums charts. You can do your own research on the chart, but in my mind, you don't have to look any further than number 1. Encanto, distributed by Disney. Disney's independent? Seriously? Walt f***ing Disney? Disney's net worth is $97 billion. They have their own streaming channel on Apple TV. They're one of the most renowned household names on planet Earth. And you're telling me that it's appropriate that Walt Disney competes with us on the same charts? So your answer is, our new album, The Brave, is number 4 on the independent album charts because in no way, shape, or form do these charts accurately represent truly independent artists.
Telling me that anyone else is bigger than I am. Go get the Nielsen SoundScan numbers. Tell me what you find, man. Who's the biggest I am?
And this man is talking to buildings, bro, and he's standing over him like he's the biggest, bro. This man's a troll.
Angry that I love America. Guess it's a problem because I'm Canadian. I live in the States. I gave 200 grand to the veterans. I am a patriot. I am not faking this. I don't need to keep on making hits. Could have retired 3 years ago, basically. Go check my bank account, buddy. I'm crazy rich. I don't need money. I rap because I'm made for this. I am only doing this because I love it. I told every record label they can shove it. Rappers hate on me, but I'm above it. 93 Shawn Michaels, everyone can suck it.
Ooh, not the Shawn Michaels. Everybody can suck it. Degeneration X, bro. Oh my gosh.
He cannot do this. The DX side. Suck it. Degeneration. Oh my God.
That's probably the best. That's the best bar right there.
They want photos when they see me out in public. Then they trash me in the comments. What a bummer. I sign autographs to spill my guts and stomach. All I get is people praying that I'll plummet.
Facts. This man's the most hated artist ever, dog. Ever. You see all these channels, even big channels that like have his face, and they're like artists that don't deserve fame or artists that should not be taken serious or the worst artists ever. Like, it's crazy. And that's how you know you're winning, though. Like, when you have that happening, you're doing something right because people are trying to just hate, bro. Like, they just want to hate. And you have to ignore it and keep doing what you're doing. See, like, everything starts off as like something that people can't understand, and then when they do understand, they want to do it, and then when they can't do it like you, then they want to hate on you because they think you're cheating, or they think your success is not real. No, it is real. You just ain't meant to do what I'm doing. Everybody has their own purpose. That's what it is.
I came a long way, dreamt of this all day. I should have saw graves, but God saves. I got faith. What a loser.
Yes. Say it again, bro. Say it again.
I'm praying that I'll plummet. I came a long way, dreamt of this all day. I should have saw graves, but God saves. I got faith.
I should have saw graves, but God saves. I got faith. Like, man, that should be on a t-shirt.
A loser. I needed boost to maneuver. Bottles of hooch in the cooler. Now I'm the proof that you can choose to be a trooper and regroup and pursue a future, be a ruler. Screw all the rumors. That all the dudes will be acting stupid on computers. Hate is a future.
Oh man, bro.
You can do it and then you can lose it. You can choose to view it through some different pupils. You can shoot for the moon if you miss it, recoup it, and then execute it till you make it through it. There ain't no excuses, the rules are confusing, so break them and use them to find the solution. The truth is you're losing till you are immune, and you turn the abuse into your revolution.
You turn the abuse to your revolution, man. You take in all that hate and you use it as fire. But dang. He was going off, bro. 8 minutes.
I've been addicted to plenty of pills, poor and mentally ill. If I can do it, you can do it. I went from homeless and drunk to turning down record deals. I done got so many wins that I forget the wins.
I like that flow transition too.
Immune and you turn the abuse into your revolution. I've been addicted to plenty of pills, poor and mentally ill.
Yeah.
If I can do it, you can do it. I went from homeless and drunk to turning down record deals. I done got so many wins that I forget the wins. So many plaques inside the crib, they getting hard to live. They so jealous, I'm just glad that I ain't them. Thank God I ain't them.
Facts. They just jealous, but thank God I'm not them. everybody's been a jealous person. Everybody's been a terrible person in their life. You know what I mean? Maybe some are better than others and not too crazy, but you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be a freaking hater, bro. Like, you don't. You're going to look back one day when you realize how much of a hater you were in life and hate that you were that. One thing about God, man, he don't like that, bro. Like, he don't like you being jealous. He don't like you hating on people. Like, everything that you do matters. So be a good person, or try to be one. You know what I mean?
They got money, they got pennies, they got dollars, but they ain't been making any sense. They got hundreds, they got thousands, I got 10, 11, 15, 20 something names. But this ain't always what my life was like. Honestly, it still give me chills. Way before.
And I like how he's taking off all the jewelry, all the Gucci, and just accepting, you know, life for what life is.
Before all of my viral songs, before I was living in Beverly Hills, way before I went and sobered up, back when me and Brandon couldn't pay the bills, way back when I should have been locked up, overdosed or getting killed. My sister called me from the hospital, said her job's killing her, and that was a fact. She working overtime often, out of options, having panic attacks.
You know how awesome that is, bro? To be able to build an empire that you can use to help your family and give them a life that you always wanted them to have. Like, that's God, bro. That's God. It's all God. Like, everything is from God. And if you believe in him and you trust him and you have faith in him and you have a dream, and it's a dream to just give, like, my dream is just to, if I do very well with this channel and other channels and my merchandise and things of that nature, like, it's going to be all to just give to people that gave me so much in life. Because I was very blessed growing up, and I took a lot of that for granted and wasn't very grateful and wasn't very humble. And if I ever had the opportunity, bro, it would definitely be giving. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just awesome.
Didn't let her finish talking, told her walk in and to quit and call back. Next thing I know, she's in California and she's working for Hangover Gang. And Daddy always told me I was special and one day I would conquer the music business. And I guess he was right, because look at my life. I just bought him a new Porsche for Christmas, and Mama worked harder than any woman on earth. Her boss would have never have fired her. I recognize.
Parents are awesome, bro. Like, especially your moms, bro. Like, I love that. I love that right there, bro.
They weren't giving her what she was worth, so I retired her. This ain't white privilege, this ain't trust fund, this ain't good luck, this ain't silver spoon, this is hard work, this is long nights, this is all me, this is what I do, this is palm trees and Ferraris and a calm breeze and a pretty view. If you don't believe I deserve it, then you never lived the life I did and you wouldn't make it through. I came out of city where I still don't get no respect. I moved away and I blew up, and everyone else is so stuck in the town that I left. I'm not impressed, and they've been saying my video.
Yo, that's so real. They're living in the town that I left, and you can interpret that as like they're living in no growth in life. They're living in the past. They haven't improved and went to certain heights because of feeling that they shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've held themselves back, and they're mad because you decided to not hold yourself back. You decided to take risk and go further and wherever you could go. Yeah, bro, like, this is like dope.
Views are all fake, and I honestly hope it helps get them some rest. I'm worth like 30 million dollars. All you bums are living check to check. Now everybody is an enemy. They all jealous that I'm a celebrity. Well, screw them, screw the government, screw the record label, screw the mainstream. I'm in God mode, they in beast mode. We are not the same, we ain't equals. And I pray to God that you can deep throat. Got 11 inches for you weak hoes.
All right, that's the biggest critique I'll have on the song so far. The most biggest critique is praying and wishing what he just said on his enemy or whoever his enemy is. I wouldn't have done that, because, like, when you're praying to God, bro, you got to be genuine, and it comes from a good heart. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I didn't like that part. I'm going to be real. I'm giving y'all an honest reaction.
Y'all cannot critique me, y'all ain't in my league still. All your hate completes me, I can't be killed. Y'all just wanna be me, maybe be chill. Leave them bleeding in a wheat field. All my missiles heat seek, you can beat me. Homie, keep still. I can tell that you don't eat meat. Ton of green beans, you a vegan when the beef's real.
You a vegan when the beef's real, bro? That's funny, bro. Yeah, when he's got the old merch where he used to wear the mask, like, a lot of nostalgia. You know what's crazy? This flower in the back with the, what is the sunflowers? I think it reminds me of that other music video he did where I forget what the song was, but it reminds me of that. Just a lot of nostalgia, it feels like, in this music video.
Everybody's saying I'm fake, but they're the ones who really faking though, and their songs all on YouTube. Well, my songs on the radio, they claim they hate fame, but they change when they need streams. Then they say names and play games and take aim and hate on me.
Absolutely true. That's the internet, though, and that's what it does to people. It's not the people, it's the internet, and brainwashing is real, and getting lost in ego and getting lost in fame and getting lost in money and all that will corrupt a person. That's why it's so important to get saved, bro. Real talk.
Wait, I got one more thing I gotta say. I don't need any more money. These days I just do it for all of my fans. I pray to God I inspire somebody or show someone who thinks they can't that they can. I'ma keep going till I'm in a coffin. I promise no stopping till I kick the can. To the day that they're dropping my box in the ground, it's hangover gang.
Yeah, that was good, man. Now, my final thoughts on this, right? I like the end of the video where he shows like pretty much none of this stuff matters. There was also a lot of flexing, though, saying I got $30 million, a bunch of y'all are bums, you know, YouTube rappers. Like, there was a lot of, trash talk. But overall, it was like 8 minutes of just responding, you know, because I know he said I'm not dissing nobody, but it pretty much was a diss, just not saying who he's dissing, but like clearing the air of all the conspiracies, clearing the air of like people saying his family was rich and like all this stuff. Like all of it was just addressing everything. And I think it was a cool song. I don't like the dark stuff in his music videos. I've never been a fan of that. You know, even like the eyes and stuff. I'm not a fan of that. But you know, one thing about Tom is that not every music video is dark. Like you can look at Superman and Ghost. Those are like my favorite chill songs that he's put out. Even the videos being as simple as they were, I like the way they make me feel. Like he has some that will make you feel very positive. But the messaging and the way he writes his pen game and like just raps, like you can't say this man ain't a talented rapper, bro. Like he is very skillful. I mean, you can. Everybody has their own opinion, but in my opinion, man, this dude is very talented, very skillful. God has given him a very gifted talent, bro, for sure, and blessed him with a queen who knows how to make visuals epic. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're a team, bro, and it's just like him in real life, even talking to him, bro, he's cool, dude. That man is so dang cool, bro. Like, that's the thing, bro. The internet don't even know this man, dog. I don't know him like personally. Like I've never met him, but anytime I've ever spoke to him on Instagram, he's always shown me mad love. Just out of being kind. Like, bro, like that's what I don't like about the internet, bro. It's just like it's so easy to judge an artist when you don't even know him, bro. You never met a person in real life and you want to judge them. It's crazy. But, you know, I'd be a hypocrite to be like, I ain't never judged people either that are famous. You know what I'm saying? So I have to be real. Like, I'm talking to myself in that moment. But, you know, you gotta self-reflect and really think, like, what you're doing and how you are wanting to be as a person in life. You want to try your best to live by God's word and be humble and be kind, man. Being kind is the best thing you could possibly do, bro, because it can make somebody stay. You know what I mean? But in general, I think Tom has his own way of life and people just want to figure him out. And it's not for them to figure him out. He's not a part of your life. You don't know him. Like, to me, it seems like people want to know more about Tommacdonald than their own selves. They want to know if he believes in the devil, or they want to know if he believes in God, or they want to know if he sold his soul. They want to know if he's in the music industry. They want to know every single aspect of his life. And that's not normal, bro. Like, that ain't. And when it comes to his relationship with God, I've seen videos where he actually gave an answer about everything when it came to his belief, to where he had said that he does pray to God. He's not sure who God is because there's so many beliefs out there, but he does pray to God. And he grew up in the churches when he was younger, like I said. He has like 10 Bibles. He says they're hard to understand, but he has like 10 Bibles. He knows he should be reading them. But he basically was like, man, just let me live my life how I'm going to live my life, and you live yours. You know what I mean? That's what it was. And from just watching the video and hearing how he was speaking, to me, it just felt like, you know, he is somebody who is on a journey in life. How he will find God is all up to him and only going to be up to him, just for anybody else. So that's like how I was seeing it. And I would say to anybody When you do find God, it's the most amazing experience. Jesus is most definitely real. There was a point in my life where I was just mentally broken, and he helped me get better mentally. And he still is helping me get better mentally, bro. Like, that's been my biggest battle and probably my biggest struggle throughout life is fear and anxiety and stress and just overthinking everything. And I still have those moments. But if you are going through that, bro, and you want to understand how to get better, all you have to do is tell Jesus to save you, and he will. When I was at my lowest to my lowest, bro, that's what I said, literally. And he gave me comfort. He helped me calm down. Like, yo, that was a wild experience. But when you get saved, you'll really understand who he truly is. You know what I mean? So that's all I would say to anybody. Like, that's why people say repent for your sins, because that's how you get him to be a part of your life. That's how you understand that he is real. Like, you will feel all these emotions you have and regret you've ever had in your life, and he will wash that away. He will help you become a new you. And while I'm on my honest thoughts, this just came to my mind. I feel like there's going to be people that are like, yo, I was selling CDs before Tom, or everybody's been selling CDs for years, which that is true. But I just feel like when I was watching somebody really promoting CDs, it was Tommacdonald. Like, that's what I was always seeing was CDs from Tommacdonald. All the other independent artists I followed, I just always followed their streams, like Spotify and stuff like that. Like, I never really noticed like heavy CD promotion. It just always seemed like Tom was doing that. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy about Tom and the way he sold CDs, bro? This man sold over 200,000 physical copies in 2021 alone, bro. That is insane. Insane, bro. Like, his audience really is so supportive, and you got to respect your audience when that type of love happens, man. Because it's the people what make you. And we also can't forget, bro, this man's generated hundreds of millions of YouTube views. He probably got like 1 billion by now. Including Spotify having over 200 million Spotify streams as well, which I'm reading this from 2022, bro. 2024 is probably like 500 million streams or something ridiculous, because it's just like he just keeps progressing his growth each, I'd say, day. And Fake Woke captured multiple Billboard #1 spots and brought him to Fox News. This is when he really got introduced into the media starting to notice him and wanting to interview him, seeing how insanely successful he was growing as an artist. And then check this out. It says Us Against the World exceeded physical sales of 70,000 copies. Like, bro, CDs is the future, and it's been the future. And I just think streaming, bro, if you're an artist that's streaming, get out of there, bro. Like, start using your audience to promote CDs, because you ain't gonna have to worry about no percentage issues. You can make your own pricing with your CDs. It'd be like selling your own merch, making your own price for your merchandise. Like, have your own stuff, you know, don't be tied to so many other apps. I feel like they have more control over you that way. And yeah, what else can I really say before in this video? I guess I'll say overall, this video represented ego, humbleness, and just a movie, bro. It was a movie of Tommacdonald's life, letting you know what comes with fame, the obstacles you will face, the enemies that will become your enemies. Like, it's just a lot. And also giving into his ego to make a response, you know, like, I'm not going to judge the man for giving into his ego, because I've had an ego, and I know when I've gotten mad before, I've acted out of pocket before, you know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. But overall, music video was pretty fire. And yeah,